happy again today, I can tell. Why do you, I've seen you, I've seen you never walk out with a nice smile. You always, you look like you're troubled when you walk out.
Because I am troubled. We have so many problems in the world, and these shows are not getting on yourself. Just leave you out, but in general, these shows are so phony.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing.
That's right.
That's right. Everything is a laugh here in America.
That's
ain't
right.
Nobody's serious. People hungry.
But it ain't
war,
Mike, man.
all kind of trouble. And kiki.
That's right.
And
That's
the
right.
black entertainers.
That's right.
Kiki.
That's right. You too, black entertainers.
So
Kiki. That's right.
Is there an echo in here?
No, I'm with it. I'm with it.
I'm just saying, sometimes, I think we should use this stuff
We ain't planning on going to church now.
to get attention for things where I played a lot and I clowned a lot, and
Okay,
sometimes
you got a platform.
I'm just saying this is why I'm not always. I get tired of Negroes doing all this. White people, audiences, hey, TV, hey, everything is so good. He makes a little money, I make a little money, but his brothers and uncles of mine are catching hell and hungry, and we on TV, like everything is so rosy, and I can't go off feeling guilty. There's too many wise people.
Muhammad, I'm talking now, man. Look here. The only thing we can do for brothers is to do what we doing, be examples, and to be he happy, and to be intelligent like you are and like you always say.
Thank you.
How do you feel about that?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Codeblaquefacts. Thank you guys for tuning in. So today I posed the question, where did the black wealth go? And I'm going to use the story of Sly Stone as an example to pretty much figure out where did the black wealth go. One of the biggest issues in the black community is the lack of money and passed down wealth. From generation to generation, the black community continued to suffer from this lack while also pointing fingers to what many believe is the source of the problem. 60 years later, after the civil rights movement and the many other movements that followed, the lack of black wealth still continues to be a major problem within the black community, which is why I posed the question, where did the black wealth go? In this video, I took a snippet of an old video from the 1970s that I believe illustrates the black community wealth is simply what I like to call a bipolar action, and here is why. On one hand, you have pro-blacks that blame the white man, aka racism, white supremacy. On the other hand, you have the politicians who blame voting bloc that the majority of black folks continue to vote in. And on the other hand, you have those who point the finger right back at the black community, believing that the lack of wealth is that of our own doing. The fact of the matter is that the lack of wealth in the black community that continues to be an issue is a combination of many moving factors, which some of these factors being the mindset, lack of education, and social norms surrounding what the collective of black folks do with our money, ultimately and directly contributing to the issues. Using this old video of an interview of Muhammad Ali and band leader Sly Stone to help paint a picture of what the trends, social norms, and perspectives were of that time, and fast forward to today and how not much has changed. Welcome to the channel. Before I get started, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are interested in all things black content, where I post about news and videos, mental health, self-love, black women issues, crime stories, and black history. Sly Stone was born Sylvester Stewart in 1943. He made his wealth in the music industry as a musician. He was the lead singer in his family band called Sly and the Family Stone. His band made history as being one of the pioneer bands that helped shape what we know as funk music. Make no mistake, we all know James Brown was the first and the king of soul funk music, but there were bands that helped forge the pathway for creating the music genre that we know today as funk music. When Sly's band was at the top of its career, it was likened to that of the legendary George Clinton's Parliament Funkadelic Band due to its funk sound. Sly Stone's musical career lasted a span of 20 years, where he made a good majority of his wealth in the 1960s through 1980s. As a Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame inductee, Sly, along with his band, will go down in music history. However, the question still remains, where did the wealth go?
Tell me about your costumes. How much you spend on wardrobe a year?
About 100,000, 200,000, I don't know.
Are you serious?
Gifts.
100,000 a year on wardrobe?
Yeah.
Holy Toledo!
It's better than buying a place in San Gabriel.
You've never recorded anyone else's music, have you? And yet, in one
Doris
of your-
Day.
Yeah, I was going to say no. He recorded "Que Sera Sera" on one of your albums.
She's a nice lady. Yeah.
When did you meet her, Sly?
Terry Melcher, and she's
Her son.
yeah.
Have you ever worked with Doris Day?
I just played the piano. She talked about church, and I did also.
Oh, that's great.
She's nice, man.
She really is.
And there's no funny. I'm taking her out, or she's taking me out. There's none of that.
A lot of columnists.
She's a nice lady.
A lot of columnists insinuated that there was something.
Right.
That's
She gave me a car.
She gave you a car?
She did.
I'd like to meet her. I collect cars myself.
Yeah.
Gave you a
I got
car?
about
An antique car?
11 or 13 something.
Cars?
Yeah. 38 Mercedes. She gave me.
Oh,
She's so nice, yeah.
yeah. Why did she give you the car?
Maybe I'm nice also.
The wealth was smoked up, spent up, and mismanaged up. That's pretty much the basics of where it went. But here are some more in-depth details about exactly where the wealth went. Sly's royalty payments stopped due to him foolishly signing a rotten contract, giving his manager sole control of his finances in exchange for a weekly paycheck. And the biggest mistake that he made was selling his music publishing rights to Michael Jackson for $1 million in 1984. So basically, Sly made a lot of money. And whatever he did with that money, he ended up getting into a janky contract, which happens a lot in the Black community, more specifically in, music industry, the sports industry, things like that. I think over like 90 something percent of Black millionaires are in those two industries. So the entertainment industry, sports industry, things like that. And most of our millionaires are in those industries. Well, because of that, many people flock to those industries, to take advantage of the Black people that just don't know. They were never taught. They don't know any better. But this is the thing. We can say that for those who came before us, like Sly, right? Back in the 1960s, 1970s. We can say that for him. But we can't say that now. We can't use that excuse now. And the reason why I say that is because just like I can do research, just like I can read, just like I can, look up ways to invest, so can a person who's making millions. Like, so can they. We can both do the same thing. But the thing is, I care and maybe they don't care. Maybe they think that it's going to last forever. I don't know. But the point that I want to make is that Sly made millions during his career. But at the end, there was nothing to show for it. Therefore, nothing to pass down. And in the Black community, this problem continues to be one of the biggest problems. Now, of course, we can't dismiss the factors that, play a part psychologically and systemically. But that was the excuse of then. And today, as advanced as we are, as intelligent as we are, there are many that still make the same mistakes today that Sly made back in the past. There are also many that still reach back to that same time to grab some of the same excuses that were used, right? And do many of the same systemic problems still exist today? Absolutely, they do. But those same systemic problems don't release many like sliced stone. So your Bill Clinton, your Bill Clintons, your Oprah Winfrey's, your LeBron James, your Beyonce's, your Jay-Z's, all of those, like, no, they can't use that. They can't build all of that wealth only to lose it all in the end and say that they didn't know. And see, this is what still happens in the Black community. Is so many people that build, millions. They're able to make millions, not just one, but millions over a course of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. It just depends on the industry, right? And then have nothing to show for it. And then when you see interviews of them, it's like, oh, well, I didn't know. Oh, I grew up this way. Oh, I grew up that way. And it's the same perpetuated, mistakes, the same perpetuated excuses even. And we can't keep continuing to go down that path. And this is why I'm making the video. And I'm hoping that from this video, we can all learn lessons from Sly Stone's story, right? Because one of the biggest factors in building wealth among other groups is creating wealth and passing it down, right? And sometimes that could mean that in your lifetime, you was just only able to, pass down a life insurance policy worth $100,000. And then that family takes that and they're able to kind of build off of that. That is what building means. Like, building generational wealth may not happen in just one generation. It may take 2 or 3. But if we continuously starting at 0 and we're continuously passing down 0, then how can we ever build anything? And that's the issue that I have. And we don't have to look at the celebrities. This could be individually as well, right? What I'm doing right now in my lifetime, I should be thinking about the next generation. What can I pass down? What can I impart into them? What wisdom can I get them as it relates to wealth? And I get it. People are going to go off and they're going to do their own things. But I would like to believe that when you put the foundation or you set the foundation there, they'll always come back to it. That's what I like to believe. Because obviously I was young too. I was a teenager at one point of time too. But now as an adult, right, who's in my 30s, now I'm like, okay, well, what my dad said about X, Y, and Z, that was true. What I seen him do, what I seen my aunties and different people in my family, like that, now I'm starting to see that. Right? But we can't wake up at 60 and 70 and now we get it. We can't wake up when everything is gone, everything has been squandered, and now we get it. We can't wake up when we have nothing to pass down to our children or the next generation, and then now we get it. Like, that has to come to a stop. And so that's all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you.